Okay, we're here with Tom Slingsby, helmsman on Team American Magic on the AC40. How did it go out there today?
It was a good day. Our first day offshore in this boat, and yeah, we're just sort of still learning the boat a little, but we got a lot of distance covered today. I would be interested to see how much distance we covered, but doing all sorts of tests, cant sweeps, and testing different trim angles of the boat, just trying to figure out how this boat performs.
Okay, what specific things were you experimenting with today? We saw what we saw with the 75 with the really long runs on one board.
Yeah, we're testing, I guess, different cant angles and what we feel is like the optimum cant angle, and comparing that against what our tools think it might be. So we're sort of sweeping through the range of cant, and then I think the next time up we were doing trim sweeps. So we were starting bow down and then going more and more bow up as we went through the lineup, and just trying to see how the performance stacks up against what we think it should.
Okay, great. On Saturday, you guys looked like you were experimenting with different angles for takeoff, and at one point it looked like you were about 120. I don't know if that was just a puff or something, and the boat just kind of shot out of the water. Is that an accident, or is that something you'll be working on in the future?
That would have been an accident. I think we generally stick to 90 true wind. That's what we aim to do, but if the wind shifts 20 degrees as you're trying to build, sometimes you're a bit late in catching it, so that can happen.
I see. Thank you. And then at the end of the day, we had the little tip over capsize. Can you tell us what happened there?
Yeah, obviously we're sort of pushing it a little bit more and more, learning the boat, and we were just sort of going a bit higher on the ride height, and the waves were getting bigger, just trying to see where the limits are, and we had a big sort of nosedive. We came out of the nosedive, but then for some reason we rounded up and we weren't able to get the board down, and yeah, the boat slowly capsized over into windward as we couldn't get the board down. So we got to figure out why that board function wasn't working.
Boat's okay? Everyone, crew's okay?
Yeah, I think we broke our wing gear on the bow, but other than that, everyone's fine and happy.
Okay, great. Are the challenges offshore with regard to sea state similar with this boat than the 75?
Yeah, I think the challenges in the waves are going to be similar between this boat and the 75. I think it will scale reasonably well. So issues you face with this boat you'll probably face with the 75. So we feel this boat will be a good little training boat to get out in the bigger waves.
Okay, great. It seemed like, I don't know if it had to do with the sea state, but it seemed like the boat upwind was a little faster on starboard. Is that the case?
Not sure. The sea state was probably easier on starboard tack upwind than on port. Yeah, just the way the waves, you were basically going into them on one tack and cross wave on the other, and when you're going into waves on foils, it's usually a bit better than the cross waves because you do a lot of skips, slide sideways. But yeah, it probably was going a little quicker on starboard.
Okay. All right, well great, thank you very much.
Awesome, thank you.